Hello, hello, hello. Yes. మరి ఓవర్ yeah, hi guys. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm really sorry for late login. Yes. Off कर देंगे वो आते ही off कर देंगे. I will ask him to off it off, switch it off. Sorry. Oh, okay. We will ask him. So the people who are very new, sorry guys, I'm really sorry that I logged it late because of there was a small technical issue. So now, like the people who are very new, like I was just giving an introduction to the data science. See, data science is nothing but, we are going to deal with the data, the science which deals with the data. That's what I repeated it. The people who are already attended, just bear for 5-10 minutes, then we will jump into our regular flow. So this is, again, we are dealing with the data a lot, and the data, without data, we can't implement the data science. Okay. See, data science, actually this technology was, as I was saying, like, it was discussed and it was expressed. The idea was done in 65 to 70 years back, that AI was 50, 60, like 1956, and ML was 1959. So why we have waited such a long time and why we are learning it now means because of the data, lack of data. There was no data. Now, how this data will be useful to the thing is like in a simple way, if you take it. Now, usually when you learn, if you go through a data means anything it can be. It can be an image, it can be your book, it can be a string, or it can be a symbol, anything it can be. We will talk about data very detailedly today, very, very detailedly. Okay. Now, when you are reading, now just think that I gave you a book today to you, and after one hour or 2 hours, or end of the day, now you are reading it dedicatedly. I'm expecting that you are reading it dedicatedly. Now, definitely there will be something or other you will be learning from that. Yes or no? If you are spending like that 5 to 6 hours on a book, which is having a lot of information over there, where definitely you will be learning something or other. That is what is knowledge you are gaining, right? So in the same way, when there is a humongous amount of data is there, just now I told you like 50 hexabytes of data is there. Now, how much knowledge will be there in that to extract it? So this process of extracting the knowledge from the data is called as data science. It is a process of extracting the knowledge from the data is called as data science. Now, the next challenge is over there. Okay, data science, we know it, extracting. So where we will get the data? అది కొంచెం పైకి అంట అంటాడు ఏసీ వీళ్ళకు ఇబ్బంది అవుతుందట అయితే ఆఫ్ చేసినా పర్లేదు. So this data was like, we have to get the data, right? Now there will be a lot of data will be there. Again, I told you like 50 hexabytes of data, that is a humongous amount of data. Now where this is coming means, this is coming from different sources. That is the evolution of technology. Previously we were not having the internet. Now we have the internet. Previously we are not having a smart mobile, mobile phones. So now you have it. So because of that, we are generating humongous. Now, even though I'm talking it right now, I'm generating the data. This has been recorded. So obviously this is generating the data over there. So data is everywhere now. Everywhere now. A study also says that, a big businessman says that, the 21st century, now this is the 21st century, what is we are there now, is 21st century the most valuable liquid. Now previously in the 20th century, the valuable liquid was crude oil. Now whichever country is having the crude oil, they were able to dominate it. The best is Middle East. Okay, they don't have anything except then the crude oil. They are billionaires. Now what they are saying is this century, the data, wherever the data is there, whoever is holding the data, they are the richest people. Now, why they are saying that? Why they are saying? Because the data, now you must have observed that the Chinese people are just behind everything to get the data. That's it. They are getting the data, like wherever the sources are there, they are getting the data. Why? Means they can extract the knowledge from the data, and then they can manipulate a person. They can easily manipulate you or anyone with the data, whatever it is. They can do it. Okay, very easily they can do it. It's not a big deal, or it's not a rocket science. They can do it very easily. That is what, the problem with the data, what the apps of the Chinese apps were doing it. That's the reason why they banned it off. Now, the question is, in the data science, that data science is a process of extracting the data from the knowledge from the data. Now, how you will do that? First and foremost is, if you want to do any operations on the data, you should have data first, right? Now, again, that process is called as data wrangling. This we went very detailedly yesterday. That is called as data wrangling. Data wrangling is collection of data. Now you may get a question over here saying that, what is that? We are having a lot of data is there with us, right? We are having a very much like very humongous amount of data is there with us. Okay. I'm talking about, it's saying that they are blur. Yeah, the screen is blur. No, online, make along the student online. Hey Prakash, just I'm checking it out whether it's clear. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Thanks. Yeah, some are saying it's clear. Okay. Prakash, check you from your side. Okay. Now this is the process of data collection, guys. Now you may get a question over here. Simple question is, I just now I said that there is a lot of data is there, right? Now why to collect it? Everywhere the data is there. See, the question is, having the data is okay, but the relevant data is very much important. Now you have a client who wanted to do it in the medical field. He got a medical field client. Now, obviously, you can't go and give him the retail data, right? I got the retail e-commerce data from the Amazon, so I will use it over there. It doesn't make any sense over there, because they want the same data based on the business. That is called as relevant data. So collecting the relevant data is very important. That is done with the help of data wrangling. And then, after collecting the data, okay? Yeah, good, thanks. After collecting the data over here, then what is the next one? Data cleansing. That is the process of cleaning the data, simply cleaning. It's not that we are washing. It's process of removing the errors over there. This is the process of cleaning the data. Now, next one is data mining. Now, after wrangling, that is data collection, okay, there is a data cleaning process. That is data cleaning matlab, like you are going to clean the data from that. You remove the unnecessary things. Then you will have a perfect data. Then you are going to do a detailed study of the data to extract the knowledge. This is where you are going to extract the complete knowledge from this. You will understand the relationship from the data. Okay. You will understand the relationship of the data. After this part, usually we call it as data analysis. You must have heard about, right? Usually you must have heard about. That is data analysis. Now, you can define the data analysis. You go and search it anywhere online or anywhere. You will be seeing this one only. collection of the data, collection of the records, cleaning the records, finding the insights, or interactive data, something like that. It will be the same. These are the three processes is considered as data analysis. Now that is nothing but you are going through the data, previous data, you're going through a detailed process. You will be doing it to extract the knowledge and you understand the data. Now this is what is the purpose of this is called as data analysis. Now when you go and this one, the next part, this part, what you call it as, the second part comes under the category of analytics. Now you must have seen the analysis and analytics, right? This comes under the analytics. Now what is the difference between them? Usually in general terminology, when you do a detailed study about the data to analyze the current situation, why I am here, how I am here, what current situation, then that is called as analysis. Now looking at what a previous data, you are doing the analysis and predicting the future. When you're predicting the future, now see this, maybe I must have done from the past 5 years, I must have done a lot of books, I've read it, and I spent so much of time in exploring myself onto the data science. Now because of that, I am here where I can speak and I can say this process is called as analysis. Now when I see this analysis process, use this understanding and predicted that what I will be there in next 5 years. Maybe I may be somewhere else, or maybe I will own a company, or I may sit at home like a lazy guy. Anything it may happen, because this previous work, whatever 5 years is there, that will predict it my future. This prediction of the future is called as analytics. Now this part comes under the analytics. Now this is done with the help of machine learning. This part you must have heard about. In data science, there is a machine learning. That machine learning is this. Clear, guys? Okay. Now, yeah, yesterday we went through a detailed things over here. Yeah. Let's see this. What is the data wrangling actually? I gave a very broad view like what is data wrangling, right? This is what is the actual steps involved with the data wrangling. What are those? First one is business requirement. Just now I said you, in order to collect the data, you should understand which data you wanted. Okay, you should have some knowledge about that particular client or the business sector. Now this, having the knowledge about any particular sector is called as domain knowledge. Okay, this is requirement. Based on the business requirement, you will collect the data, gather the data gathering. Now when you do the data gathering over here, there will be two processes will be there in the data gathering, guys, over here. One is called as primary data collection, second one is called as secondary data collection. Now primary data collection is nothing but where you are doing everything from the scratch. Now there will be a scenarios where you will not get the data online. So, you have to do it from the scratch. Yesterday, I gave an example about this. Like if I want to find out the satisfactory level, yes. So I want to find out the satisfactory level of the people in this institute, then where I will get it? Can I get it online? Can I get it in the social media? No, I will not get it. So I have to do the research work on my own. That is what is called as primary data collection, where I will do the things on my own. Now, when it comes to the secondary data collection, what is a secondary data collection is someone else has already collected the data and I'm using for my purpose. Okay, someone else has collected the data and I'm using for my purpose. That is called as secondary data collection. Now, this is like, you are enjoying some other's hard work, secondary data collection, but there is a lot of risk is involved over here because it is efforts of some other person. We don't know that whether he is genuinely collected the data or he just grabbed up from somewhere. You don't know, but you have to believe him and you have to go it. Now, from where the secondary data collection you will be getting it is the reliable sources like, government websites, like, news magazines and, social media. Yeah, social media, there will be a lot of fake data, but still you can rely and you can get some data from there. Okay, so something like that in the websites, lot of websites. Now if you want to get an e-commerce data, you simply go to your Amazon. That is a website which is having a lot of data. Extract it, scrape the data, that's it. Okay, now this is a process. Now this one, the source is you have to do the interviews and survey, monitor, all this comes over there, guys. Okay, this case, the first one. Now after this, now this is perfect data, 100% it is perfect data. No need to look at, because you did it. Of course, until unless you do a genuine process, then it is a perfect process. This one is you are relying on someone else. We don't know that what kind of data it is. You may not get the exact structure also. So you have to go through the data first. That is nothing but exploring of the data. After you're getting a data from somewhere else, you will do the exploring. You go through the data and then you will filter it. What is required for me? What is not required for me? We are going to look into that. Okay, then we will come to a conclusion that which one I have to keep, which one I should not keep it. That is called as filtering. Now, next one is conversion. I said it right. Now you can get the source. Now here, secondary data is you are getting from the other people data who has already done it. You may get it from different people, right? You may get it from your friend. You may get it from website. You may get it from government websites, you know, different sources. So they may be in the different formats. One will be in the Excel, one may be in the Word format and all those things. So what you're going to do it is you are going to convert that one into a proper one single format. And then you are going to merge them. That is what it is. Now, the output of this process is perfect structural data, guys. Perfect structural data. You will be removing all the unnecessary columns and you are going to get it whatever you wanted. Okay. This is what is called as a data wrangling. Now, this is not the perfect data. Only the structure of the data is perfect. Remember that. In a simple example, now you want to do an analysis of a institutes. In your group of institutes will be there, right? A particular under one brand, there are 2 or 3 institutes are there, branches, I'm saying in other words. Now you have given a task over there and say that go and find out the 3 different branches and find out the top 10 students. Okay, top 10 students. Now what you will do, you will go to the institute A. Okay, then you will go to the institute B, then you will go to the institute C and D and all. Now what you're going to, you will take the details over there. Now when you take it from the admin people, already the data is collected by the admin people, right? They will be having their own, the students' details. You will collect it. What data you will get it? You will get the student name, student ID, student phone number, father name, mother name, location, email ID. Now, this data is useful for you to know that whether that guy is genuinely top ranked. No. What is important? His rank, his marks, his, grade. That is also there in that. It's not that that is not there. In this complete 20 columns or something, that last 5 columns are the marks, his semester-wise marks and his grades. Last 5 columns are, that is important for me. What about the other ones? That is not important for me. So what I'm going to do? I will delete that one. So what I'm doing, I'm deleting the unnecessary columns. That is what is called as a data filtering. Okay, when you remove the unnecessary columns, that is called as data filtering. Don't get confused this one with the data cleansing. Cleansing is different. This is only you are removing, getting the structure of required structure. I'm getting the marks, average and all those things. After this, you will get a perfect structural data. Then the next one will be the cleansing process, right? This is the process of cleansing. Now, if you check it out, this is the process of cleansing. Okay. Now, cleansing process is nothing but in a simple way, guys, cleaning the data. That's it. Now, the outcome of the wrangling. What is the outcome of the wrangling? Perfect structured data. That is an input import over here, the input for this. Okay. Now you are going to get the data into this. Okay. Then the first thing what you are going to do it is you will be import the data from wrangling process, right? Then what you are going to do, you are going to merge the data. There may be a reason that, this process, whatever the wrangling process we are doing, right? Multiple people must be doing it. Now, for example, I said you the example of the branches, right? Different branches. It is not mandatory that, or it is not a compulsory that only you have to go to the different branches. No, it is not mandatory. You don't have the time. One branch is in maybe in the northern part, second branch maybe in the southern part. Then you can't go there and come over here, right? Instead of that, if you want to save the time, you will send the two people. One will be going to the southern branch, one will be going to the northern branch. They will be doing the northern branch, people will be doing the wrangling process. Southern branch people also will be doing the wrangling process. What is the outcome from the southern branch? Again, structured data. Northern branch, structured data. Then what you're getting, how many you are getting? Two data sets you are getting. What you're going to do, you want to apply the cleaning process. So you want to merge them. You can't apply two times, right? It's waste of time. So we are going to merge them. And when we merge them, that is what I was saying, the merging over here. Okay. Import the data, merge it, rebuild the data by removing the data errors. Now the question is, this is a very important process. And this is one of the most important process in whole of the data science, guys. This comes under the category of exploratory data analysis. Exploratory data analysis comes under this. Now, this exploratory data analysis is one of the process. Now, what are the data errors? There will be errors, will be data. This is called as data errors. These three comes under the data error category. There are many more will be there, but these are some of them. What are those? Outliers. Okay. Next one, noisy data. Then records with the missing values. Now, outliers is, I explained you very detailedly yesterday, the data, the value which is out of the normal range, which is a normal range. Out of that, when it is there, that is called as, outlier. Now, for example, I told you, like if you see the temperature of a city anywhere in the world, you will be having a normal, in a decent way, the temperature will be there. Now, suddenly you got it 900 degrees somewhere. Anywhere you take it, that is not existing anywhere. That is an outlier. That is an outlier. But the value will be same. It is number only. You are expecting a number. They are also giving the number. If you ask an age to a person, what's your age? Now he say that I am around like 600 years. And that doesn't make any sense, right? So that is an outlier. But he's giving a valid number over there. 600 is, age will be usually number only. Now, that is what is called as outlier. Okay. Now, yesterday we have done it very detailedly, guys. If you can get it and recording of this one, it is better. So this is the way. Now, if I take it, this is my BTech students. Okay, BTech students age gap. They may be around 17 years to 25 years. Okay, extreme I'm taking. Okay, some people who want to put their foundation in a great way, I'm considering those people and putting at 25. Okay, now see what exactly happens over here is, now if you check it out, actual age gap will be from here to here. Can you see it? 18 to 20, 18 to 22 is the one where the age gap will, most of the people will be there. Okay, 17 or a bit less, and 25 a bit less. Usually the age gap will be more and more people will be from 18 to 25. That's why I said that number of people more are in 18 to 22, right? And these 17 and that 25, very less people are there. They are valid data, but less people. That's why my graph went on like this. In the middle, there's a lot of people are there. So there's it a high. Now, the people who are less than this, that is, who are less than 17. Now, this 17 is called as lower limit. Now, the 25 is called as upper limit. That is the maximum. Lower is this. Anyone less than the lower limit, anyone greater than the upper limit are considered as outliers. Okay. Now, there will be two methods we can rectify these outliers. One is called as capping. Another one is called trimming. Trimming matlab nikal ke fek do. Just remove them off. And capping matlab get them into your range. Give them an average range, and you can do it. Now, you may say that how to change the age. No, I'm not talking about the age. Now, the temperature is there. Now, temperature is usually like 35 to 40, or maybe 25 to 30 or 35, 40 is the average range is there. Now, you have a 900 degrees. That is not considerable, right? So I will remove that one and I will put on an average, whatever the average I'm getting for this, like, the number of 1 week or 1 month temperature, that I will put it. This is called as capping. Trimming is, you will remove that automatically. When we will do the trimming, when you have a lot of data is there and the errors are very less is there, we will not waste our time in removing the errors. So we will remove them. delete them. Again, the capping, when we are going to do it, when the data is less and the error quantity is more. Now data is 100 records are there, and you have like around 25 to 30 records are errors. Now you say that, oh, I will remove them. No, you can't do it. Your whole data balance will be gone. So what you are going to do, you are going to do the capping over there. You are going to rectify that error and put it in your range. This is what is like, the capping and trimming and capping, what I explained it. Now, next one is like, after doing this, all the errors are gone. Yeah, all the errors are gone from the data. But there is still some errors will be there over here. Okay, I talked about outliers. Let me talk about noisy data. What is a noisy data is nothing but non-relevant data. Now, if I'm asking the age, the person is giving like his name. The age will be in numerics and he is giving his name which in the characters. That is not relevant at all. Completely non-relevant. That is comes under the noisy data. And when it comes to the remove records with the, missing values. Now, this is a record. Hope you know what is a record. Okay, a record is nothing but related information about a particular object is called as a record. Now, that object can be anything. Related information about a particular object is called as a record. This we will see it very detailedly in our databases. This is specially used in the databases like SQL and NoSQL database. Now, here, this is a record. Who is the object? Arjun is the object. Okay, Arjun ID is there, Arjun experience is there, maybe he is having his designation or something. All are related to Arjun. Okay, Arjun is an object. Now, if you are removing his designation, no, that is, what is that? That is a missing value. Now, okay, you can fill that one in a properly. That can be done. Now, I will tell you which technology used where to do that. Now, this can be done very clear. Okay, this is what is called as records with a missing. This can easily filled up, guys, not a problem. There is a mean, median, mode, and there is in the pandas, there is a fill NA is there. Anyone who knows the pandas? You know it? Pandas, fill NA. Sorry? Yeah, fill NA is a fill NA is a function is there which is specially used to fill the NaN. NaN क्या होता है कि this is a null value, right? This is a null value. So these all null values we will fill it with an appropriate value. There is a particular function, is a single function will help you to fill it up. Again, you can do it in a detailedly. We will go very detailedly. There's an interpolate will be there in the drop NA is there. Like there are so many ways we can do it over there. Okay, that is very, very important, guys. Usually the people will be ignoring that. That is very important. So now after doing that, now this is what is the error is created. Now next one is standardization and normalization. What is the standardization and what is the normalization? This is again, both are very much similar. This comes under the category of, now again, remember this, till here all our errors are gone. There's no errors. No errors. Now what is standardization and normalization? The errors are not there, but still you will not get a correct value sometimes. Why means, our machine learning model means I told you like it's a simple program which is based on a formula, statistical formula. When you write a program, that is called as a model. I described that one and showed it in the previous sessions. So please go through that. So this model, what it is that it is having a restriction. What is the restriction is it can't understand the non-numerical values. That is, it will not understand it. Whatever you do it, it will not understand. Now you may ask me a question. See, you are doing a translation, right? You will be doing a translation, right? From English to Hindi or Hindi to Telugu or Telugu to French or something like that translation. While doing the translation, what we are going to use it? We are going to use the characters only. What I'm saying, the model doesn't recognize the characters at all. Non-numerical data, it will not recognize, no doubt about that. Now, how this is happening? So each and every word, what you are giving will be identified differently by giving a different number. That can be done by a process called as, there are multiple processes are there. If a simple words are there, then it is called as, encoding technique. Okay, encoding technique, that is one hot encoding. A little bit complicated are there, multiple words are there. Then, you know, we will be using an labeling technique, like, you know, label encoding is there, that is called as label encoding. We will use the label encoding and ordinal encoding. These two are there. Okay, and if there is a much more, like lot of sentences are there, then we are going to use a vectorization. This vectorization is the reason of your NLP, natural language processing, which is a part of deep learning. Now, whatever you are doing it, you are speaking to the, or if you are doing it, if you are searching it or you are translating it, that is because of your NLP, which is called as natural language processing. The vectorization, these three are very much connected. Encoding techniques, one is one hot encoding, second one is label encoding or ordinal encoding, third one is a vectorization. This also comes under the EDA process, exploratory data analysis. Sorry, exploratory data analysis. Okay, that is what it is. Now, after that, the normalization is also similar to that. Now, what this will be doing is, I told you yesterday. Now you are, yeah, I will give the same example. Now, if I want you to compare two students' height and I want to hire the tallest one. Okay. One guy said that I will 6 feet. The other guy said that I'm 48 inches or 50 inches. Which one is the tallest? Which one I have to take it? But when you don't know the what is feet and what is inches, which one you will take it? You don't know the meaning of what is feet and what is inches. Which one you will take it? 48. That is what the problem with our model. It will not understand feet and inches. So what you have to do it is either get them into a feet both, either get them both into the inches. Then you will know the clear value and you will be able to do it. That is what is we will do it in the standardization. You will standardize the values. Okay, you will standardize the values onto one scale. Now, it is not that it is going to do it all in the inches, all into the, you know, feet, something like that. No, there will be there is an internal mechanism is there. It will standardize the value. You will see that it will be very, very effective. Very, very effective. Now, normalization is nothing but, again, like if you are giving the different forms of the same value, different forms of the same value, then that will be a problem for us. That is also, it will be not being recognized. For example, if I'm asking you to enter your place, now where you are studying, where is your institute you are sitting in, there maybe some people will write it as Hyderabad. Some people will write a small Hyderabad. Some people will write a small HYD. Some people will write capital HYD. Now, all meant that Hyderabad only, right? But your model will not recognize. It will recognize only the Hyderabad with the caps, maybe. Then what you are going to do, you have to start all these things, you have to normalize these values into one single value, one single format. Whichever format you will give it, it will convert that one into relevant format, and that is what comes under the normalization. Now, this one, we are going to use it a lot in our deep learning. Okay. And this one, we will be using a lot in our machine learning. Okay. Now, again, when to use it, when not to use it means you can use it whenever you want it. It will not affect the actual results. If there is any improvement will be there, then only it will be showing you. It will not, you know, decrease your improvement. No way. The percentage will be the same. Either it will be same or increased. It will not go decreasing. So you can use it bindas. Okay. No problem. Okay. Now, next one is deduplication. Now, removing the duplicates, guys. There will be a duplicates, values will be there. There will be values because we are getting the data from the different sources. Now, for example, I'm in a passionate, or I'm in need of collecting the e-commerce websites, e-commerce website data. Now, I may collect it from the Amazon, I may collect it from the Flipkart, I may collect it from the ShopClue or something. But there is a chance that one person can be shopped in all the three, right? Yes, there is a chance. So when I collecting the data, I will get a duplicates over there. Now, analyzing these duplicates, it doesn't make any sense. I'm wasting my resources over there. So what I will do it, I will remove that duplicates. Now, enrich and, verify and enrich is nothing but you will re-verify your subordinates, whatever they are doing it, you will re-verify the data and you will do the any correction is required. That is called as enriching. Okay. Next one is called export the data. So what you are going to do, we are going to export the data. The last one will be the exporting. Now, after doing this, we are going to get a perfect error-free data, structural error-free. There's no error at all. Now, this data is perfect for your machine learning model. To give it the machine learning model, this data. Now, getting this kind of data is really difficult, guys. It is not an easy task. It looks like, most of the time the people will highlight the machine learning, deep learning. Of course, I will not degrade them. They are having, but if you don't have the right data, what you'll do with the machine learning model or deep learning model? The data is very, very important. Without data, it is waste. So this is now the industry is a data centric. That is, they are looking for the data. The people who are really able to grab up the best of the data, they are having a lot of future in this. Now, this is the output is like, perfect error-free data, guys, over here, perfect structured error-free data of this. Now, this data, we are going to take it to the next level called as mining. So what is mining is nothing but you will be understanding the relationship between the internal data. Now, whatever the data we got it over here, you will be understanding the relationship between the data. Now, this is what is called as mining. Okay. Now, before getting into the mining, because mining will give you a solutions like regression, classification, market basket analysis, and all these things will be. But before knowing this mining, you should know that what is regression, what is classification, right? So in order to know the regression and classification, you should know details about the data first. We are talking a lot about data every time. Now, every second sentence, I'm using the word data, data, data. What is this data? So I gave a simple understanding or simple definitions on the day one. The data is nothing but it is a collection of, it may be a characters, it may be the numbers, or it may be a symbols, guys. This is what is called as data. I can put it on over here. So data can be, and it can be a collection of, there's a message here. Okay, I think that there is a problem over here. Okay, let me put down over here. Let me talk about the data, guys. Now, again, whatever we are going to talk about the data now will be there till the end of the data science. Remember that. So what is data over here? Data is nothing but it is a collection of, it can be, okay, collection of characters, numbers, symbols, or all the above. All the above. Now, this data can be broadly classified into two types, guys. What is called as, they are called as organized data and unorganized data, or they are also called as structured data and unstructured data. So data can be broadly classified to the organized data or unorganized data. Now, what is the organized data and unorganized data? In a simple terminology, the data which is having some meaning is called as organized data. That is, meaningful data is called as organized data, and meaningless data is called as unorganized data. Now, when you take about the organized data and unorganized data, now how come there is a relationship between this one and this one? See, the question is, now when I say that examples of an organized, this is just to make you understand. Actually, the data will not be like this, just to make you understand. Okay. So if I am giving a group of characters, which makes sense is called as organized data. Okay, a group of characters which make sense. Now, for example, I will say it apple. Will this make sense? You know what is apple, not the phone or mobile. I'm talking about eating, the apple which we can eat, right? So that is, you know, it is in red in color or they're different, which we can eat it. Okay, this is a fruit. So that is what it is. Now, when I say it like, you know, USA, now what is this? This is a country, one of the most powerful country around the world. Now, this you have some sense, right? You have some meaning. Now, if I'm doing something like this, is this the data? Yes, this is data, guys. No doubt this is data, but this doesn't have any meaning. So these two will comes under the category of organized. Okay, this one will comes under the category of unorganized. Now, unorganized means I'm just making you to understand this. Okay, it will not be like this. Okay, now unorganized over here. Okay, this comes under the unorganized. Okay, now this is also called as, you know, one more name is called as structured data. Structured data or unstructured data. Sometimes the people will be using, the most of the time the people will be using structured data, unstructured data, especially who come from the database background, they will call it as unstructured and structured data. Okay, now clear. Now you know what is organized data and unorganized data, right? There is a term called as information. Okay, before going further, I will just complete the place where we store the organized data is called as RDBMS, right? You know it. So SQL database also. Now, yesterday someone was asking me what type of SQL we are going to teach. See, I'm going to teach SQL only. Now, which one you want to use it, you can use it. Because this database is called as SQL database because all the RDBMS, relational database management system, will use only one language called as SQL. Now, it's quite confusing, right? Database is a place where we store the data, right? Now, why we need the language over there? Anyone? No, that is fine. TSQL, SQL, PLSQL, all are same, but little bit slight difference. My question is, database kya hai? What is database? In the place where we store the data, dump the data. Okay, wherever you dump the data is called as database. Now, why you want the SQL over there? Haji, SQL, SQL सब सेम ही है. बोलो, यहाँ पर किसी को नहीं मालूम है. Why? Yeah, भाई साहब Python. Secure the data. Secure the data. Database itself will secure the data, right? I don't know. Like, is it wrong? Database is for what? To store the data. Store. Sorry. Yeah. So what is the SQL? What is the use of structured query language? Why we want it? Is it? Now, if I store the data any place, it is called as database. Now forget about that. Now the data is my files. I will put the file. I need a language over there. You said you're cheating. This is cheating. You said just now that to store the data, we need the language. Yes? Clear? It's recording. Okay? No, why you are saying that, why you want it? See, I will explain you. Yeah, whatever, that's a good try. Okay, that's a good try. Yeah, what you said is right. But, you know, there is a slight variation is there. See, storing the data is one level, okay, is there. To extract and manipulate. Yeah, Ashok, the person Ashok has given the correct one. See, retrieve the data. Yeah. See, storing the data is easy, guys. Storing the data is very easy. You can dump the data into that. Now, extracting the data is very, very important. Now, what I mean over there is, just think that you are having your files, your certificates are there. Your certificates, you will keep it in the folder, right? No doubt you will keep it in the folder. That is a very simple one. You need a language over there to do it. No, you just put it that one. That's it. You will organize in the folders and you will, that's the file system. Now, when it comes to the, database, guys, see, the purpose of the database is again storing it. Then initially the database was storing the files, software files, we were storing it. That's okay. But the major problem was, as the data increases, data volume increases, then the hierarchy will also increase it. Okay, the deeper and deeper you will go it. Now, for example, if I have it 5 employees, just simple 5 employees, and I will open up a small folder and I will put the 5 folders inside that and 5 employees details inside that, their education documents, all this. Now, after 10 years, I grown up. Now, maybe after 5 years or 2 years, I grown up and I got 100 employees. I will put the 100 folders inside that. In a single folder, I will put. Now, later on, I got the departments. So what I will do it, I will have the folder over here. Now, let me put it on. So here I will be having one folder. This is my main folder. And inside this, I will be having the subfolders of the department over here. This is one folder and this is another folder and this is another folder like this. Okay. Now three departments I am in. Each department having maybe 100 employees. Yeah, I grown up, like my company will go 100. Now each folder will have 100 folders inside. Okay, this still you say that, okay, I want to go with this one only, I'm comfortable. Now, what if I have a different branches? Now, each branch will have the departments and each department will have the employees, and then each employee will have its own folder. Now, again, in the employees also, if all the developers are there, they are dealing with different projects. I want to put it under the project level. Again, the hierarchy goes. This is called as hierarchy. The hierarchy in which. Now, in this, what happens is, as the data grows, you have to go deeper and deeper into that. Okay, the tree will be going deeper and deeper like that. Now, if you want to change a small thing, then you have to go deeply into that and then you have to change it. For example, you want to record per month, like maybe 1,000 employees are there. I want to make it all the employee pay slips. I want to record it in their folder. Now you have to do it for the 1,000 people, going deeper and deeper into each and every folder, and that is a really painful process. And can you say that there won't be any error? Definitely there will be an error, because it is regularly we are doing, being a human, manually we are doing. So to avoid that situation, they developed a software. This software will run around the database. This is not the database. Software will run around the database. Remember that. This software will communicate with the database. If you have the database over here, this software will run around the database. You have to communicate, means you have to use this software to communicate with this. Now, what is the advantage of this one is, you can extract an exact person details, and or if you want to put a file into an exact folder, you can do it very easily because it's a software. Now, this combination of database with the software was called as Database Management System, DBMS, right? Okay. So this is what is called DBMS. That was in 1940s, 1950s. Now, later on, based on the requirement, they came up with an enhancement of this one. They came up, the IBM came up with this, a new software called as hierarchical system, where, the things were much organized. Later on, there, because of the lot of data, they came up, the other people, GE people came up with a new model called as network model. Again, there was a problem in that. Then the later came down by Mr. Cord. He developed a new system called as RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. And this was a beautiful solution for all the problems, whatever the previous hierarchical and the network model is there. Now, I'm not going deeper. Once we do the database, I will explain you detailedly what is that and who did it, everything. Okay. Now, this relational database model, again, the same structure it will be. Here, it will be the data. Now, if you take it, this is your database will be there. This is your database. And around this database, there will be a software running. Okay, this was a software running. And what is the funny point over here is the data, the structure, the RDBMS structure was designed by Cord, who was an IBM employee. Obviously, IBM must be using that, right? It's not a great thing to guess it, but IBM didn't use it. IBM didn't use it. Who was the first person? Now, again, so to communicate, this structure was designed by Cord, IBM didn't use it. Now, if you check it out, the software which communicates, okay, the software which communicates over here, this uses the language called as SQL. The language which the software which communicates, if you want to communicate with this database, now you want to put the data or you want to retrieve the data, that is insert and delete the data will be there. Insert, delete, or update and create. There is a very famous terminology called as CRUD. C-R-U-D. CRUD means create, read, update, and delete. Okay, this is delete. Okay, now these operations, what we are going to do it in the database, guys. Simply we will do this operations. A little bit complicated. That's it. Okay, if you know these operations, you can say that I know that database. And you know, in your list, tuple set, what is the data structure? Yeah, bhai sahab. Data structure I asked. What is the data structure? What's your good name? I'm with you. Balaji. Hey, koi Abhinav? Bhai dam kar raha tha yaar. He said that he will be here. Abhinav, you are there? No, he's not there. Maybe on the way. Okay. Now, so when we are using this CRUD operations, now what is the data structure? No. That is different data structures. I'm asking from the programming prospects data structure. Pop is a function, right? This is not a data. Pop is you will remove the data from that. That's a functionality. Stack NQ. You can say to me, supporting him. So data structure is simple. Again, it's a very complicated word. They will use it. See, if you want, if the database will have data, right? Right? Now, database is a place where you store the data. Now, I told you a best example is you went to a different branches and you want to get the top rank persons, right? What the people of the admin people collect, they collect all the 20 records or 30 records. Yes or no? Now you say that I don't want the 20 records. I want last 5. So delete 15. Will they delete? Why? They may be useful for them. Then they will say, sir, don't delete it. Take whatever you want it. That's it. You take a copy of that and delete it for yourself. Take the copy, not the original one. No way. No, don't delete the original one, right? The same mechanism happens over here, where if you are getting the data from the database, you will get multiple records from there, right? You will get multiple records from the data. Now, you will not go to the database and delete it because that is a very secure one. Now, you want only 5 records, get that one into program. Your program will be there, right? In your Python program. Get the data into your Python program and you start deleting whatever you wanted. Simple, right? Whatever you wanted, keep it and remember. Original data set should be there. Original database should be same. Now, the question is, when you get the data from the database is to store the data. The purpose of database is store the data. What is the purpose of Python? To write the program. That is a programming language. It is not used to store the data. Now you are getting the data from the database into the Python, then there should be something to hold the data in the Python, right? Something to there to be hold the data in the Python, right? That is called as data structure. That is what example is. Your list, tuple, set, and dictionary are the data structures. And even more powerful data structures with the Python is data frame, which is a part of pandas. So data frame is really very, very powerful. Now it's a simple, guys. Again, now if you take it, a simple example I can give it. Now you want to make a coffee in the morning. What is the main ingredient of not the coffee powder? Milk. Okay, milk, take it as. Okay, now we get the milk. You want to get the milk. So where you will get the milk? The morning a boy will come and he will say ting ting and he will give the milk. Now the person will come down, the milk person in the morning in India, they will get it and they will pour the milk in the villages every day. You don't know about that? Oh, okay. That's an beauty of India. Okay, so when every day morning they will come and they will carry I'm talking about a village, they will carry a big vessel and they will come and pour the milk. That's a pure milk it will be. So you want the milk to make the coffee. You went to the door. The person came. You want the milk to make the coffee in the kitchen and you went to the door. The person is there with the milk. Now he's ready to pouring the milk now. Now you will be taking it, right? You will take in your hands. Why? Why? What's wrong in taking in your hands? Simple, right? You need a container over there, right? You hold a container. To hold the container, you need a container in that. So what is the purpose? That will make the coffee? No. That is to carry from there to in the kitchen. That is the purpose of that container. And later on, you make the coffee or you make the curd or you make the sweet or you throw it off. That is secondary. The purpose of the container is to hold the milk. The list and the tuple and the set is your container. That is a container which holds the data. That's it. Which holds the data during the runtime of their program, during the execution of the program. That is not a permanent one. Until and unless your program is executed, that data will be there in that container, guys. Once the program execution is stopped, this data is gone. This is what is called as list, tuple, set, and dictionary. Usually the people get confused with this. Like there will be the person, the gentleman, what's your name? Is Amit. Okay, Balaji is you, right? Okay. Now he was saying that the dot pop, what he said is correct. That is a process of or a function which can implement the process of deletion a data from the data structure, list or dictionary. We can remove the data. Okay, there is a lot of confusion will be there. Lot of confusion, but simple way of doing is that is a data structure. Data structure means container. What you will do with the container? CRUD operations. Create, read, update, and delete. If you know it in this way, it is very easy to remember. And any database you go it, you have to remember them like this only. Any database, any data structure, you will be performing these 4 operations only. Some will be extra. You will take anything. You will say that joins. Sir, there is a joins. We are going to do it. How can you say that only creating? What is joint will do? What the joins will do? It will extract the data from the multiple tables. What is that extraction of the reading the data? That is what I said, it reading from the multiple tables. Views are there. That is also the same. Functions will be there. This all comes under this only. These 4 terminologies: create, update, CRUD operations, which is called as. Now data structure, databases, the best way to remember that one is, there is a technique will be there. Easy if you know that technique, then it is easy. Otherwise, you are lost. You are lost in such a way that you will never get back to programming. That will be happening. That's why the people always say that, I don't like the programming, or I can't make the programming or something like that because of this only. Okay. Now this communication between the database and the communicate to the database, we are going to use a software called as SQL. Now, this SQL was also developed by IBM people, guys. Structure of RDBMS was developed by IBM. The database, the SQL language was developed by the IBM people only, employees of IBM. But the real surprise is IBM never trusted them. Oracle came into the picture and they took the risk of their life. They put on all their money and they developed a software based on this. And they named, because there will be an, the patentship problem will be there. So they named this language as PLSQL. Then immediately Microsoft came into them and they called it as TSQL. Everything is same, syntax is same, everything is same, but little bit changes will be there, little bit here and there. That is called as TSQL. Now, because of this problem, they standardized that, saying that, all the RDBMS, there are like hundreds of RDBMS, only few of them are really came into the existence, like Oracle, SQL Server, Teradata, and DB2, all these things like MySQL, your Postgre, all these are the different RDBMS, but all of them will use it SQL only. If you know one SQL, you can play with all of them without any problem. You can play with all of them. Okay, I am going to teach you the SQL. Now it's up to you that where you want to use it. Okay, now the next one is the place where we are going to store the unorganized data, guys, over here. This is called as NoSQL, NoSQL they will call it as. Okay, this is not only SQL. Now here the very popular one is MongoDB and Cassandra and DynamoDB, and there is Redis. Now these are the ones which are very popular. Now again, you may ask me a question. Okay, SQL, we are going to SQL RDBMS, we use a language called as SQL. Now what about this one? Now each and everyone having their own language. Hive. Yeah, NoSQL. Yes. But what about MongoDB? Yeah, that is correct. But a slight change. It is not that a large volume of data, but it is an unstructured large volume of data. Unstructured large volume of data means, like, you will be having images. Now the best example for this one is images. Okay, videos and audios and signal files. This comes under the category of NoSQL database. I mean, it says unorganized data. Okay, because internally the data will be stored in these files will be stored in a different way. Okay, they will be doing in a pixel by pixel images. So you require a specialized software to run them, or in order to open them. Okay, in order to open them. Now you can't open a video in your Word file, right? No, you can't open. There should be a specialized software should be there, because they are internally stored something differently. So this will be coming. Now the question is, which language we are going to use it over there? Not the Hive or not the Hadoop all the time. Every RDBMS, sorry, NoSQL database is used a different language. Okay, now what is the purpose why the Python is really helpful, and why the Python people say that this is a really powerful language? Not it is difficult to learn, it is very easy to learn, because there is a concept of dictionary. Anyone knows about that, right? Dictionary, key value pair, right? Balaji, no, right? Key value pair. So actually, what is the need of dictionary? Anyone? What is it? There is a concept called as dictionary, guys, in the Python, which is a data structure. Now you know what is the data structure, which holds the data during. You have the list, you have the tuple, you have the set. These are really powerful. Okay, the list is really powerful. The list, tuple, and the set are little bit extra restrictions over the list. Okay, that is what it is. Now there's one more is called as dictionary, which is a scary. Most of them, the people feel that it's very scary because the structure itself will be difficult. It is a key value pair. Now I will give you something like this. This is your list. Okay, this is a list which is having the multiple heterogeneous values. Heterogeneous means, you know, different data types. Okay, you can have a number, you can have the character, you can have a floating point, anything you can have. Now here I'm giving it 100. Okay, now here saying that apples, okay, apples cost is maybe around 2500, 525 or 535.50, something like that. I gave it here. Don't calculate, it's not this one. So 100 apples, it is costing us 2000 change in the floating point. Now this one is an integer, right? This one is an integer over here. This one is what? String, characters, right? Characters, strings. This one is what? Decimal point. This is called as a decimal. These are three different. This is what is called as a list. Now if you take it the same thing, and if you are going to put it over here, this is called as a tuple. Okay, yeah, you can call it as a tuple also, not a problem. Yeah. So this is a tuple. Now what is the difference? The slight difference will be there. This, once you create it, you can't change it. This you can change it. Simple. And there is something is there called as, what is this? By set. Huh? Looking at the brackets, we are deciding. Looking at the cover, what is there inside the book? This is a set. This is a set. Okay. Now what is the difference between set? Simple. This is a list. Now you are learning the Python. Now we are nowhere, but still I'm training you. This is list. What is list? It will hold the multiple values. Okay. Multiple heterogeneous values if you want to extend. Heterogeneous means different. Homogeneous means simple. This one with a little bit restriction on the list. List restriction is you can't change it. Once you create it, you can't change it. That is tuple. Now in this is set. Set. What is the difference between this and this is, this will not, it will not hold the, okay, duplicates, good. It will not keep the duplicates, okay. Unorganized, unordered, not organized. So what is that is unordered is what is said is correct. So what is the unordered means, here you entered what? 100 first, second apple, third float, here 100 apple. Now here also I am entering. This is when you enter it, it will store it in that way only. It will not change the positions. This will also same. It will, when you, the order in which enter, the order it will be keeping it. No, it will not change. But this guy, it will not keep the order. It will change the order. It will change the order. So this is the difference. But three are having their own importance. This will not keep the duplicates. It will not keep the duplicates. If you want to remove the duplicates, just convert this one into this. That's it. All the duplicates are gone. Simple. But what is the dictionary then? Dictionary looks like a bit scary, guys. I'm saying usually the people get scared off with this. Why means, you know, it's lack of knowledge. It's not that it is really scary. Now it will be like this. A, I'm keeping it as A over here. A and colon, I will give it as apple. Is it correct? Dictionary look like? Yeah, perfect. Thanks. Now, if I'm giving it as B over here, B, and I can give it as anything like boat. Okay. Now, this is a dictionary. Yes, this is a dictionary, right? Won't it? Amit, it's not a dictionary. This is dictionary, right? This is, that's the problem. You're not saying anything. That's why I'm scared of. Okay. Now this is a key and this is a value. This is a key. This is a value. Now they are mapped together, right? This is the key. This is mapped with a value. This is a key. This is mapped with a value. Now they are mapped together. This is called as key value pair. Key value pair, right? They are also say that, a key is associated with a value. So that is the reason why it is also called as associate array also. Okay, that is secondary. Now, why it is so scared? Why you want this? First of all is why we want this. We are already having such a powerful things. Why we want this? Because usually there is something called as JSON. Anyone knows what is JSON? JavaScript? Object notation. JavaScript, that is what is, it's a part of JavaScript. JSON. So what it will do is JSON is a language again. It's a JavaScript object notation is it's a different way where you will communicate between different servers. Now, what is a server means? If you take it your Gmail ID, you open up your Gmail, right? That is the UI. You will get interacted. That is called as user interface. Okay, where you are interacting with. You will enter your password. You will enter your this thing. That is called as UI. Now you think that all the mails are directly stored in your laptop or in the browser? Where it is stored? Where? Which server? Database server. It is stored in the database. So what will happen? Whatever you are entering you see this, you open up the browser, you put on your credentials, you will get your mails. Then the same browser, I will enter my credentials, I will get my mails. How is this happening? There is a middle layer will be there called as application server, which validates which checks out your whatever input you are giving is correct or not. And then it will communicate with the database and get the data. Now this is happening internally. Now who is communicating? Who is communicating over there? This is your Gmail. Okay, this is your Gmail account. Just see this. This is your Gmail account. Okay, where you are opening. Okay, login. And then there is an application server over here which validate this is you, your password. And there will be a database over here where your mails are stored. Now you are going to what you're going to do, you are send your credential, user ID and password. This will go to this place. They will check it out whether it is correct or not. And then it will request the mails and it will come down the mails over here that is being presented. Okay? This is a process. Now, these lines, who is doing this? Who is doing this? JSON, JavaScript object notation. Now, why I'm talking about JSON? All the way from dictionaries, why I went to the JSON? Because JSON and JSON and dictionary, both syntax is same. Now, what the Python people did is they invoked this JSON syntax inside the Python in the form of dictionary. As a flow, you will learn the dictionary. Once you go and see this JSON syntax, you will be shocked. You will say that, no, this is not JSON. This is my dictionary. Now you see this dictionary over here, syntax. I'm trying to open up a browser. Okay. Now I will go to the Google over here. JSON tutorial. Okay. JSON tutorial, I'm keeping it. Let me open up. See this, guys. It looks the same. See, it looks the same. Key, value pair, key, value pair, key, value pair, right? And if you check it out ours also, it will be the same. Okay, let me copy this. Keep it up with the null, ignore the null. Okay. Now you see this. It is the same. It is exactly the same. Key value separated by the colon. Okay. This is JSON. Now, while learning the dictionary, you are learning the JSON, right? JSON is very important for you to communicate between the servers. It is very, very important. Now, what is the other importance is this MongoDB use the JSON as the language. MongoDB use the JSON as a language. JSON is similar to that of dictionary, which is a part of Python. So indirectly what you are doing, you are learning the JSON and you are even learning the syntax of the MongoDB. So MongoDB will be like a cakewalk for you if you know the JSON. Of course, you should know the JSON a bit detailedly, how it works and all those things. Once you know it, it will be like a cakewalk. You can play with the MongoDB. That is the power of the Python. That is why we wanted. That's now this is a kind of very popular programming data, NoSQL database. It says that like around 60% of the applications which are using the NoSQL database, they are using the MongoDB as a server. NoSQL database, they are using the MongoDB for that. 60%, which that's a very huge number, and it's a very popular one. So this is what it is called as, this is the advantage of the Python. Why I was saying you, like, previously also I said it, like once you know the Python, if you know the Python, you can easily survive in the industry anywhere, any given point of time, you can change your career like this. That is the advantage of, like, by learning few things. Now, if you learn the Python, just imagine, you learn the complete Python, you learn the NumPy, pandas and statistics, you will become a data scientist. Oh no, I learned the Python, I want to learn the Django, and you will become a web developer. Or if you learn the Python, you learn the Selenium, you will become an automation tester. So that is that you can mold your career any given point of time. That is the power of the Python. So which is not so easy with the other things. I will never discriminate the other language. I will still accept. I worked on Java. I still like the Java, but Python is very, very easy. Very easy, very damn easy. Just like how you write a sentence, like that you will be doing in the coding. Little bit efforts if you do, you will become an expert. And once you are comfortable with the Python, you can do it. Now I told you that one of the major dictionary is like that. If you check it out, the pandas is a part of Python, which is one of the most powerful data manipulation tool available in the market. What is pandas? And that is a part of Python. It's free, 100% it is free. Data manipulation matlab CRUD operations. That's it, nothing else. Don't get confused. What is data manipulation? That is CRUD operation. CRUD means you will create, read, update, delete, all these things you will be doing on that. The pandas will have a data structure called as data frame. Got it? This is how you will be connected. That's why I will say that now if you want to implement on the R, you can do it. What is there? But this kind of facility you will not have. Every time you have to learn the new techniques while dealing with the other languages. When you go with the Python, that is the advantage of that. Okay. Now, any questions over here, guys? Now, I said you like in organized data or database, SQL, RDBMS. What I said it, the data will be stored in a, what is a record? I said it. I said something, I think so. By such mein bhul gaya. I forgot. Okay, it holds the related information of a particular object, right? That's what I said. That is a record, right? Now see this. If I'm taking a person is an employee ID, and here I'm giving it my name. I'm the employee. Maybe I may be having like around 12 years experience, and I may be designated as a technical manager. Okay, yeah. Now I may be having some salary also. I will give it as 50,000 is my salary, just like that. Okay. This is what is called as a record. Okay, guys, record. Record means related information of an object. Okay. Now, what is an information? Anyone? Great, but it is organized data. Related information is meaningful data. Information means meaningful data. This organized data, what I am calling, ye wala. Organized data is called as a information also. Now, what is the related information? Related information, usually related informations will be different things. When you take the related information, that gives you the knowledge. That gives you the knowledge. And using this knowledge, when you take a decision, that is called as a wisdom. Clear? Got it? Tell me now what I said it. Yes, tell me what I said it. You got it now? No one will say now. Okay, I will tell you. Yeah. You are very intelligent. That's why you are in India. Huh? Okay, let's take it. I will give you that. Let's just see this, guys. Now, what I said it is bakwas. I told you the definitions. That is not the way to learn. Now, let's take it. Is this an is this an information? Huh? Information matlab kya? What is that? What is this? It can be a age of someone, right? It is an age of someone. I'm saying it. It's a meaning. Yeah, it is. Now here, this is, yeah, maybe your bank balance, right? Right. So this is like, this is information, guys. This is information because they are meaningful. Now there is something over here. Now I just was taking it something. Now let's take it. There is now 300 or 400. Let's take it 400 over here. Then I will take it over here. Sorry, 400. And here I will give it as HYD. Is that information? HYD, or let me write it full form. Bhai sahab naraz ho rahe hain. Hyderabad ko HYD लिख दिया. Hyderabad. Okay, is it okay? Is this the information? Yes. Now I will write it one more, fish. Is this information? Yes or no? Fish. Yeah. Ocean. Is this information? Good. Now, is this information? Huh? Yes, great. Now, is this information? Ship is information, right? And is this information? km, kilometers. Okay. Now I'm writing in short form. Okay. And I'm saying that dosa. Is this? Yes. Idli? Yes. Or you can take it as bonda. Chalo, kush. Chalo. All this is information, right? Guys, this is information. Now collect the related information. Which should related information? So see this. I will collect the related information. First, I will collect the Hyderabad over here. Instead of writing, I will collect this one, these three. They are not all related. Just I'm collecting. Later on, I will delete it. Now, this is the related information, right? If I use it this one. Okay, guys. What is this? Okay, now the people who know the exact distance, now don't question me. I'm just guessing it. Okay. Now the distance, now I'm saying Hyderabad, Vijayawada, 400 kilometers. Will that makes any sense? Yes. So इससे कुछ meaning आ रहा है या नहीं? But that say this. Yes. I don't test my knowledge. You come here, learn. That's what I'm saying it. Okay, I'm still learning. Every day I will go and study something. Okay, so I will accept it. Definitely, it's not that you're saying something wrong. Okay, this makes some sense. Yes, great. What that it makes sense? Hyderabad and Vijayawada 400 kilometers. What is that distance it is talking? You're getting some understanding with this? Clear, right? Suppose if I am doing something like this, Hyderabad and fish, ocean, will that make any sense? No, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so you got that. What I'm trying to say is I'm showing you in a wrong way. This you got some meaning. Okay, this is all related information. This is non-related information. See this, non-related information, that is related information. Now this related information, you are getting some understanding with that. You will get a complete understanding when using a related information. When you will get a complete understanding of a situation, then that is called as knowledge. Now what is the understanding you are getting over here? The distance between